Hey my loves, welcome to another tutorial. Today we're going to make use of this beautiful Ankara fabric to cut a straight pants. To get the width of your fabric, divide your hip divided by 4 plus 3 inches or 2 inches depending on how wide you want it to be. So after doing that, mark your starting point at the upper part, which is going to be 1 inch on the starting point of the fabric. Then the next thing would be to mark your side line, which would be 1 inch. So mark from the top down to the bottom. So once you're done marking the 1 inch on each side, on the side, make sure you connect it with a straight line, just like you see me doing. So now I'm trying to mark my crotch depth. So I placed my tape on my waist, and then I sat on the floor and measured from my waist down to the floor, and I got 11.5 inches. So I'm placing that mark right there. So after placing it, I connected the line horizontally, just like you see me doing. So my length of knee is 19 inches. So you place your tape from your waist down to the knee length, which is 19 inches, and connect it with a horizontal line, just as you see me doing. Then the next part will be to mark from the waist down to the length of the trouser. For me, I'm making use of the whole of the length, so it's the actual amount 45, so hence why I didn't place my tape there. So after doing that, what we're going to be doing next is to measure a round waist measurement. Once you're done measuring your round waist, you're going to place your tape from that 1 inch starting point line, and then you're going to mark your waist. Whatever you get on your waist, you mark also on your crotch line. So I did that, and then I connected it with a straight line. So after doing that, on the crotch depth, place your tape from that 1 inch line down to the end of the fabric on the other side. Divide it by 2. Whatever you get on each side, make sure you place it and mark it at the middle. So what I got was 6.5. So I marked from the midpoint 6.5 down to the hemline, hence why the dividing line at the middle, just as you're saying. So after I was done with that, you can see that we have like about 2 inches on the part where the waistline measurement stop, that we connected with a straight line. That will serve as our crotch curve line. So now to get our crotch curve, we are going to place the tape from that edge down to where the line stop. Whatever we get there, we divide it by 4. So I got 2.5 inches there, and I divided it by 4. So I got about 1 point something as the line. So I marked a diagonal line slightly upward by coming in by 1/2 inch. Then I connected it with a curve, just as you see me doing. You know, for you to be able to get like the perfect pants curve, you have to make sure that the crotch curve measurement is good and not too much. If it's too much, your trouser is going to be folding at the upper part. So mine was 1 point something, and then I marked it and connected it with a curve, just like you see me doing right now. So now we're going to be inserting our knee measurement as well as our ankle measurement. Mind you, this trouser is not going to be a fitted trouser. So whatever I mark here would be a guiding line, or should I say would be a guiding principle to getting a straight pant. So watch carefully so you would understand it. So now from that 1 inch line that we marked outward, we're going to be connecting from our waistline down to that line outwardly, just as you see me doing right now. And that will serve as our butt measurement. You know, our butt is not as straight as possible, so we need a space for our butt to be able to sit comfortably in. So once you're done with that, now we're going to insert our knee measurement. So whatever your knee measurement is, divide it by 4. Whatever you get, impute both on the left hand side as well as on the right. Okay, so if your knee is 19, divide 19 by 4. Whatever you get, impute on the left and impute on the right. Then you're good to go. So also, you're going to be doing the same for your ankle. Whatever your ankle measurement is, divide by 4. Then impute whatever you have on the left and on the right hand side of the line that you marked at the midpoint earlier. So once I was done with that, I'm going to connect from that knee point towards the hip angle. So you can see that we've gotten the curve that is necessary. We're also going to be doing that for the front part. Also connect from the knee straight to the curve point of the crotch curve. So once you're done with that, now from that knee point to connect straight down to the hemline, just as you see me doing right now, straight down. Remember earlier I said it is not a fitted trouser. We're going to be making a straight pant. So once you're done doing that, on the part of the ankle, come out by 1/2 inch and connect it towards a point of about 1.5 inches on the hemline, so you have enough allowance to sew in when folding the hem of your trouser, so you don't lose out on any piece of fabric. So once you're done with that, from that point, mark straight up to your nail, and then on the back part, mark straight up to where, like 3 inches towards your curve. So you have like a straight pant right now. The next thing will be to mark our dart point. So I'm going to mark from that line, that starting point line from the front. I'm going to mark 4 inches inward or 4.5, depending on your bust point. Then on the depth, I'm going to mark 5 inches. So after doing that, connect by marking 1/2 inch on the left hand side of the dart line and on the right, and connect it diagonally. Once you're done with that, now it's time for us to cut out our front fabric. If you know you're enjoying this tutorial, please give this video a big thumbs up so many other people will be able to watch this tutorial and get to learn as well. And also you can comment straight pants in the comment section below. You know I love you guys so much and your support means a lot to me. So comment straight pants in the comment section below, and don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up. So on the front part of the pant, we're going to come down by 1/2 inch, and then we're going to mark it and connect the line diagonally towards the waistline like this. We're going to cut that part out. Make sure it doesn't get to the edge of the waist. We're just going to blend it in towards the midpoint. So after we're done with that, we're going to cut it out like this. If this is your first time on the channel, guys, please do well to hit on that red subscribe button, like this video, also comment straight pants in the comment section below. We are happy that you're joining us today, so welcome on board, guys. And if you are a returning subscribers, welcome back. You guys are like the real MVPs. You are the real MVPs. Thank you so much for your love, your support. Thank you for the comments. I see them and I'm grateful. So thank you guys so much. And for the first timers that are just joining us, make sure to put on the post notification bell so you don't miss out on any content at all. Do well also to follow us on Facebook at Selling Jerry's, as well as Instagram. You search for Selling Jerry's, TikTok also at Selling Jerry's. So once you're done cutting the front part, now we're going to cut out that 1/2 inch that we cut earlier on at the top part that we marked. So we're going to cut it out. Watch where I'm cutting so you don't lose out on your fabric. Okay, now we're done with that. The next step will be to cut our back pants. So we'll put a folded fabric at the lower part, and then we're going to place our front part on it. Fold your fabric into two, place your front part on it. We're going to be adding every allowances needed for the back pant at the front part of the trouser, not the back. So I'm going to be marking 3 inches starting from the hemline That's the ankle line down to the knee line, down to the crotch line. So I'm going to add 3 inches. Look at what I'm doing carefully, guys, so you don't miss out. Mind you, if you don't add like enough allowance, it's better for the allowance to be too much than too small, so you'll be able to get accurate measurements. If you know you're sewing for a slim person, you can add like 2.5 or 2 inches or 1.5 depending on how slim the person is. But for me, I'm going to be making use of 3 inches. If I'm sewing like a fitted pants, I'm going to be using like 2.5 inches. But for this, since it's going to be a straight pant, I made use of 3 inches. From the ankle to the knee line, I added 3 inches on the sides as well as on the crotch line. I added 3 inches. Once I was done with that, I connected with a straight line. So now for the crotch curve for the back, we're going to be marking 1.5 inches diagonally, and then we're going to blend in the line down to the crotch line, just as you see me doing. We're going to blend in that crotch curve to the 3 inches we marked at the edge of the front. So after doing that, on the side, I'm going to be adding 1.5 inches. The 1.5 inches is going to serve as where my zipper is going to sit. If you know you're going to be adding a zip at the back, you can make use of like 1.5 or 1.8 inches for your zipper. So once I was done with that, on the upper part of the back, I marked 2 inches upward and then I connected it down to the waistline. Once I was done with that, the next thing for us to do is to cut. If you know you're enjoying this tutorial, make sure you give this video a thumbs up. And if you know you're the type that likes to share knowledge with other people, make sure you give this video a thumbs up and comment so many other people on YouTube will be able to watch this and learn how to cut a pant. So like this video, comment straight pants in the comment section below, and if you've not subscribed already, do well to hit on that red subscribe button. It's actually red and it's free, and the subscribe button is right there guys. So hit on that red subscribe button, and thank you so much for your love and your support. I do not take it for granted. It's been an amazing journey so far with you guys, and you know you guys are my family on here. So thank you so much. Don't forget to mark your dart points using your scissors. Make sure to notch the dart points so it will be easier for you when you're sewing. So now we've come to the end of this tutorial. I'm going to be leaving a link down in the description box for other videos. Thank you. Bye guys.